So after the ridiculously huge response Titanfall has had across the globe, Tokyo Game Show, Eurogamer, and Gamescom as well, Respawn Entertainment has re-released this trailer of the Angel City map showing off I think it's a 6v6 sort of death match called Attrition. And, well, it looks awesome. It looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why we're looking at it again, though, is that you've had pretty extensive hands-on with this recently. So, I mean, what was your abiding experience at the end?
Yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, obviously, you sort of look at Titanfall, and you're kind of just thinking, oh, it's another first-person shooter. It's made from the guys who did, obviously, the first Modern Warfare, and, you know, do we really want that? And then you get hands-on, and it couldn't be further from that. You know, it's really fast, really fluid, and it's just pretty much unlike anything that I've played on next gen or current gen. This far. So it's awesome.
Speed seems to be an abiding theme at the minute. I think a lot of people, even after watching this trailer, were still expecting the Titans to move very slowly, to be cumbersome, very traditional kind of mechs. But that's really not happening at all. These things move really fast, and when you're inside them and the mode changes and it feels like you're now playing a first-person shooter from inside a gigantic robot,
Yeah.
you still move pretty much as quickly as you did when you were just on the ground.
It's interesting because obviously when you're just sort of out as a pilot, you're really, really fast. Like you can parkour and wall run and jump between buildings, and you know, everything is incredibly fast, faster than sort of any other modern FPS. It plays more like an arena shooter in that sort of respect. Then once you jump in a Titan, it's not that they're slow, but they're a bit more heavy. So it suddenly shifts and starts to feel like a traditional first-person shooter where you can't sprint around everywhere. You're sort of, you know, you have to be more mindful of your movement. And I think the shift's amazing because the pilots are so small, you can barely see them. So you're actually really on the lookout for other Titans to kill. And then every so often, you know, you'll see a pilot like zip past and you try and chase him, and usually they lead you into the path of 2 or 3 enemy Titans, and then all hell breaks loose. But yeah, it's the dynamic between those two styles is really interesting. I think that's probably going to define Titanfall when it launches in March next year.
That's what we think. That's what we're hearing.
That's what we're hearing. There's March.
Yeah, that was officially announced recently. We got the March release date, so that's fantastic. Plus a rather tempting $250 stroke pound.
I'm gonna get
special
that.
edition. I don't think I can afford.
And
that.
it's gonna look awesome on my desk. Hopefully.
There won't be much room for anything else.
No. It was March 14th for the UK, March 13th for Europe, and March 11th for North America. I'm not really sure why we're a day behind the rest of Europe, but
That might shift. We'll see. It sounds like they're gonna do like an early release thing and kind of do the big build up. It's possible they'll shift the release date in the UK a little bit to do something similar.
yeah.
But right now it's going to be a more traditional, sort of, I guess Friday it would be release.
Yeah, totally. I think one thing that's really interesting about Titanfall that we've sort of only recently found out in the last couple of days is that they've been showing off these different maps and they've been attributing modes to it. For example, Angel City map has Attrition attached to it, which is sort of a standard 6v6 sort of deathmatch where you're having to try and get a VIP out of the area. And they've said that obviously they're putting campaign into the multiplayer. Every single map will have its own specific game mode attached to it so that you're never just playing team deathmatch on X, Y, and Z map. So I think I'm surprised at the amount of variety Respawn are trying to put into this game, to be completely honest.